Hello everybody and welcome back to the Highland Fishing Expansion on Kinlaig. So we're going to start off this episode by getting this flexi doodah whatchamacallit thing put on, and we're going to, consider it's January, we're going to cultivate in at least one of our what's it called now? Oilseed radish fields. We're going to cultivate one of them in. Then we're going to mess around with some hay, because we need to get, well, hold on, which is the bigger field? Because we might as well do that one. 8.5 and 8.2. Okay, they're very, very similar, but we'll go down to this bottom one because we haven't done much in this one. Yeah, so this will give us a first layer of fertiliser. We can then put a worker on doing that field, which leads me to believe we probably should have the New Holland on this and not the JCB, because the JCB, once we put a worker on it, we'll want the JC... No, we don't. We've got the telehandler, don't we? I keep forgetting that we that we have that. And I am. It feels slightly wrong, and I shouldn't really do it, but I think I'm going to have to for the video quality, is just get rid of this snow, because I believe it will... is it something to do with the bit rate or something, where it sort of pixelates it? And I don't think I put that on steering assist. There we go, steering assist, put that on. I'll just get this snow gone, like so, and we will start and get this this field cultivated in. We do have seeds in this cultivator, but as long as we don't turn it on, we can just straightforward cultivate like that and get our first fertiliser state. So for a little bit of work and for very, very little money, we should now have that, we're not fully fertilised, but we should have half a fertiliser state. So whilst that's just lifting up like that, yeah, so that is now 50% done. So we're going to set the worker off in 23. But what I do need to do is, once we get up to 23, I need to have a look at the calendar and remind myself of when things need planting. Just to err on the side of caution, I am going to just put this here. That's annoying, it's gone in the road. Just emptying it out, because I don't think it would make any problems, but if we were to go and cultivate it, we'll have the worker cultivate it out, but also drilling oilseed radish again, that would be rather annoying. So AI worker, let's put you on there, and you can get going. We now want to find this, because I'm going to go bring some hay bales down for the sheep, And we also need to put 2 hay bales in for the cows, which, bearing in mind, we might as well just have a look. Yeah, they need some hay bales in. They should be alright for food, and they need just some more bales down. So we'll go do that, and then obviously water as well if it's not unloading already, because sometimes you get lucky where it's unloading for itself. I think I'm just trying to think whether it's best to jump cut or whether just do a little time lapse, because it won't take us too long. Let's do a time lapse. Saves my voice a bit because I'm still not very not in the best of health. Well, when I came up to do the hay, I realised we still had silage bales. And with it being January, it would be just the month to sell them. So anyways, that's a very heavy load. Look at our front end. Right, we may need to look at if we can get this down. We can move this with the New Holland, but I do have a job for the New Holland. Oh, this is not good at all. Right, we're just going to have to abandon it here. And I would, I don't know whether I just said, but I would use spikes, but considering we're selling them, we need our silage bales to be in tip-top shape, because we don't know whoever's buying them off us, we don't know when they're going to be using them. I fancied a change. We've always used that blue bale grab, so I went for this black one. Is it Guaul? I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyways, we will leave this one here. So the black one we know is for the telehandler, and the blue one is for the front loader, so I don't see any point in selling it, to be fair. But right, let's go through. Well, he's taking his time, isn't he? This is what we want here. And I want to go and lease the potato ridger, because I think that gives us another form of fertilizer. So if we go to, is it this one? Yes. So let's just lease this and see what happens. The only problem with leasing this is, yeah, field 21 is fully fertilized. We're doing onions in 23, so does that mean we should put potatoes in 24? I don't know. Change of plan. So I have decided we're going to buy a new field. And looking at the... Oh, that's not... that's worked out very badly. We should have brought a front weight down, looking at that now, because that is going to be awkward. Let's put... It's going to be like when you put the Oh, what happened there? It's going to be like when you put the hoe on and it pulls your back end down. So let's eventually get onto here. And are we alright at the... Right, we're going to have to go back to the farm and get our front weight. But what I'm going to do is, because our field 24, field 23 is going to go into onions. 24 is, I think, was soybeans, did we say? And I was going to put another one into, I think I was going to put this one into potatoes. But, change of plan. We're going to go to here. We're going to buy field 2 because it is cultivated and ready for us. And I want to try, by using this, putting in some ridges to plant our potatoes, which the potatoes can be planted, where are we looking, in March. So we have the finances to buy the potatoes, and it should mean that the potato planter is 200,000, so we should be able to buy that, and it should also mean that we should be able to do a new combine as well, which I'm very much looking forward to. And now with our front weight on, which makes it slightly better, it's still not the greatest. You can see there's still a lot of weight on that back end. We'll get into here. So it does make me think, if we have a look at vegetable harvesters, would it be worth... I don't want to use one like that because it's a continuous one, but do we have one that is going to be a continuous one? So if we go beet harvesters, okay, so we could do beetroot with all of these, so that gives us something to do. I'm going to have a look at the harvesters for carrots, because we could use that does have a hopper, but it's one row. Definitely not doing that. And these, I think, do boxes, which I'm not doing. I will look at vegetable harvesters, see if we can put one of them in, because I think if we're going to... It's very much looking like I'm going down the root crop route here, which is something that we won't do a lot of in other episodes, in other series. So whilst we're doing it, does it make sense to give that a go? But the carrots and stuff like that and beetroot, I'm only doing that, like I say, if we can have an actual hopper, because without a hopper it would just be so painful. But right, let's turn this on and drop it down. Let's see what this does. Oh, they're fairly big, aren't they? Oh, they're not lining. It's not the greatest. I would like that to line it up a lot better than what it is doing. But anyways, we'll put this in, because I'm sure if we then go over with the potato planter, I'm hoping this will give us another thing of fertiliser, which obviously it's not giving us it now, but once we drill it, it very well may do. So I am going to continue to ponder on the idea of whether we do go down the vegetable route, but like I say, we need a harvester with a hopper. I'm not doing it where you have to continuously follow behind, because that will just take a long time. And obviously root crops, as I'm sure everyone is aware, take a phenomenally long time to do as it is. So that will be, we can then go return this, so we'll just return it from the menu. And I'm hoping, if it is potatoes in here, we get the fertiliser rate. We should definitely get fertiliser for if it's for the vegetables. Obviously, whichever ones, I do not know. But I think at that, we'll just have a quick look, because it's been a little while. I think it's been a month or two since we were up here. So we need cement bags. So what's the best way? I'm going to guess, should we get just a little trailer for this? Something a bit different. So it will be in, where will it be? Miscellaneous? There's that trailer, but I don't really want that one, because that's quite a common one. Oh, I forgot to put this dumper in. How cool's that? Let's have a look and see if there's any other trailers. Let's go up to here. That's just a small bale trailer. I don't know whether that will work with our quad bike. That's absolutely tiny. You know what? I think let's go sell this, and we'll go buy ourselves the Can-Am with the back on it. And then what we can do is we can go quickly with that, go get a cement bag from the warehouse, and we can bob that up to the castle. And it's quite nice. I'm quite enjoy using the Can-Am. I wish there was more. I wish you had more use for these sorts of things, but anyways, that is how it is. And surprisingly, we've used that for 2.3 hours. I don't quite understand how we've managed that. So I couldn't resist putting all the attachments on that we possibly could. I wonder, how do you lower that front end? Oh, there we go. Press that. So right, let's just, before we go in here, we need 1,000 litres of cement bags. So if we just pull in now, 3,396. So now we have. Okay, that's slightly concerning. It says cement bags 999, and it says we need 1,000. So I reckon we're going to have a little blip there of where it probably won't finish what we want it to do. But right, I think there's not much more to say than thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.